Hi guys, it's Maite. Welcome back to my channel. So today I really wanted to talk to you guys about planners that did not work for me this past year. And I know with 2017 right around the corner, so many of us are reevaluating our planning systems and thinking about what we can improve on for the following year. Now, one of the best ways to go about this is to really analyze what went wrong the previous year and why. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video today. That being said, this video is supposed to be very positive. This is not negative at all whatsoever. We can only learn from experiences like this. I stand by all of these brands, all of these products. They are high quality products. Unfortunately, they just did not work for me personally the way I wanted them to work in my planning system this year. Any of the planners that I mentioned that I go into more depth in another video, I will link that video on the screen as well as down below, along with all of my other planning and lifestyle playlists. So if you like videos like these, hit that subscribe button because I have a lot more coming your way. So I have a ton of planners to get through, unfortunately, so I am just going to start. The Recollections personal size planner from Michaels that they just recently released this past year. I have an entire video on how I set this up. I set this up to be my business planner, and long story short, the inserts inside this planner just did not work for me for the purpose that I wanted them to. They just did not lend themselves to the efficiency that I was aiming for, and they just weren't tailored or customized to my exact needs. They weren't bad inserts, I just really wasn't inspired to use them. I don't know if it's because they came in those booklets. I'm not really sure about that, but what I do know is I just wasn't inspired to use so many of them. And I really think it was just a lack of customization, a little bit of lack of foresight on my part. But going into the new year, I'm definitely going to be having new inserts and maybe even change out the cover so I can be, re-inspired with this planner all over again, because it is a necessity that I have everything organized and in one place for this planner. Next up, I have the beautiful Day Designer for Target collaboration that came out this year in gold and white stripes. Absolutely gorgeous planner. My only issue with this is that this weekly hourly layout does not work for me in this compact of a size. I only had enough room to write very small appointments, maybe meals. There was just no room to extrapolate on anything, which I should have known looking at the inserts, but you only get one line per hour. You do get a today's top 3 and a box for the tonight. I do go over this in a separate video, but I just realized after using this planner and trying to use it as my sole planner in my bag. This was meant to be the planner that I took everywhere with me, where I could quickly jot things down. And unfortunately, I just realized I need a day on one full page. That's just what works best for me to zoom in on my day. I didn't really need to have another weekly spread that was a little bit more vague. So I just wanted something more specific if I was gonna go with a daily, hourly layout, which is really good to know, because if I wanted to jump into the Day Designer that you can get on their website, it is a day per page layout in many of their books. So that's just really good for me to know moving forward when it comes to planning out my days. Next up, I have this gorgeous planner that I got at TJMaxx from the brand Eccolo. I also have an entire video comparing this to other high-end planners and flipping through this planner. It's a beautiful planner. It's bright, it's colorful, if that's what you're going for. I don't have any complaints. It's well made. However, I bought this for the sole purpose of showing you guys that there were other affordable options out there other than what was already on the market that you might have already seen. That being said, I never really thought about a way to integrate this in my planning system or a backup plan of how I was going to use this planner. I already knew that I wasn't a horizontal gal for an everyday planner, and because it's a spiral bound planner, I couldn't really add or take away from it to even make it that much more functional. So unfortunately, it sits in my room as a sitting duck planner, and I hate that. I hate when planners aren't being used. I hate when they're all lonely and sad. Maybe that's just me, but unfortunately, I have yet to find a use for this planner, and I don't think I'm going to find one anytime soon. So if you have any suggestions for this, leave it down below. I would love to read them in the comment section. Here I have a 17-month calendar from TJMaxx as well. I think I purchased this for around $3.99, so super affordable. It's just a monthly calendar, so there's no weekly layout or anything in here, and this just serves as my editorial calendar. Now, I really just want something bigger because my editorial calendar never leaves my house, so I'm thinking of something maybe US letter size, 8.5 by 11 inches, and something that I can fold on itself. As you can see with this binding, it's really hard for this to lay flat. And when you're moving a lot of sticky notes around and trying to write out ideas, it's much nicer to be able to have a flat surface, something I can put on my lap, just something that's a little bit more convenient for me. And I have a lot of new projects and fun, exciting things coming up for you guys in the new year. And I need to be able to see all of my content color-coded on a much bigger scale. So it's beautiful, there's nothing wrong with it. I just personally need something bigger. And I'm sure most of you guys recognize this planner. And for those of you who are not familiar, this is the Happy Planner in the classic size. Now, I know you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you're retiring this planner for 2017. And long story short, this is just too big for what I need it to be. This is my designated everything planner in terms of my everyday planner that I want to keep my to-dos, my list, everything that I just need to be with me. Unfortunately, this size is too big to carry around with me in the city. I feel if I had a car and I could throw it in the back and all that stuff, maybe I would care less, but this is too big for my purse. If Happy Planner came in A5 size, I would be elated. Now, I know many people cut down their Happy Planners to fit, I think, a Carpe Diem, which is slightly larger than an A5. I tried with one page to see if it would fit an A5 size that I was looking for, and I just kind of defeated the purpose of the planner, and it was going to be so much work to shrink this down, when deep down in my heart of hearts, I just knew this wasn't going to be for me going into the new year. I love the discount system. I am keeping that going into this year, and I will have an entire video of my new and current planning system. However, this is just too big. Another con of this planner, which also I would find running into the Erin Condon planners and other planners out there, I felt like I was in an uphill battle with the colors in the weekly spreads. That's not to diss any of the designs in the Happy Planner. I just think I need something a little bit more streamlined, a little bit less noise for when I need to write things out. So I just kind of don't want to be competing with a blue spread in October when I'm trying to decorate on my own. I do quite a bit of decorating when I'm in the mood in my planner. Yes, I know many of you might comment, Happy Planner came out with minis. They actually just launched this week as I'm talking to you guys right now. The mini planner they came out with was in a horizontal size, and I knew that was just going to be too small. I was going to jump through hoops of fire to make it work. I remember when I saw the Periscope, I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, I'll just get so much crafting inserts to fit the mini, and then I'll just, do this and that. And I'm just like, it's just too much work. I'm letting it go. And that's not to say that I might not return to the Happy Planner or planner this size in the future. I'm thinking maybe in a year or two, I might want to start memory planning, which I feel like this planner is a little bit more geared towards that. And I might enjoy it a little bit more because of it. But in my everyday life, portability was a huge problem. And I don't keep all of the months in this planner. It was just the sheer dimensions of it didn't work for me, which is sad. I really, really wanted this to be my everything, but it just wasn't. So stay tuned for my 2017 planning series coming your way. I will be going over all of my new systems, going into depths of all my new planners that are coming up, and other exciting organizational videos like that. I hope you guys found this helpful and kind of inspired you to kind of evaluate what you guys are doing with your planning systems. And I'd love to know what you guys are doing for the next year down below. Tell me what planners you're using, what planners didn't work for you. If any of the planners I mentioned you felt the same way in your system, or you felt complete opposite, I would love for you guys to share that in the comments. I think it just helps all of us out. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and as always, I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.